Erfolgreich. Jetzt muss ich nur noch warten, bis da steht Willkommen im Chat. Bis es dann auch mal weitergeht. Ich hasse es. Warum passiert das immer? So, könnt ihr mich jetzt wieder hören? Schreibt mal bitte gerade, was das letzte war, was ihr von mir gehört habt. Weil wieder mitten im Satz ist wieder die Verbindung abgebrochen. Das muss ein OBS-Problem sein. Und ich verstehe es nicht. Meine Internetverbindung funktionierte. Da war kein Problem. Es war OBS, das keine Verbindung hatte. Ja, aber wie der Satz angefangen hat. Genau, ich hatte gesagt, dass Trump öffentlich gesagt hat, dass er nur gegen Transmenschen hetzen muss und schon wählen ihn alle, obwohl alle vor ein paar Monaten noch nicht mal wussten, was es ist. Das hat er so offen gesagt. Also er hat quasi öffentlich zugegeben, dass ihm Transmenschen scheißegal sind und er weder gegen noch für sie ist. Aber solange er sich gegen sie ausspricht, wählen ihn die Leute und deswegen macht er das. Das hat er öffentlich so gesagt. Und Leute wählen ihn trotzdem noch. Da musst du erstmal, daran siehst du erstmal, wie dumm denn auch das amerikanische Volk ist. Wenn die halt, obwohl ihnen offensichtlich schon gesagt wird, dass das Sachen sind, die er nur sagt, um gewählt zu werden, ihn dann wählen. Ne? Und ich habe das ganze Gespräch über Schokolade, was auch immer das gerade da ist, worüber ihr redet, nicht mitbekommen, weil ich vom Chat disconnected war. Oh, by the way, it's Risha, right? You wanna be friends? Of course, I'd like that. Awesome, nice to meet you, Risha. See you later. Ob sie wohl weiß, wer Risha ist? So she's Randy's cousin, which makes her Bloody Shirley. Du hast die Schokoeis geholt, okay. Mary! Oh, where have you been? I was so worried about you. No, don't apologize. I'm the one at fault. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for coming home to us. Don't you ever run off on your own again, okay? How heartwarming. That's another case closed. Yeah. Schön, dass Stream Elements jetzt anzeigt, dass ich live bin. I don't have the words to express how thankful we are. You found our beloved Mary and brought our household together again. Indeed, how can we ever repay you? Mit Geld. Ja, die Katze hat ja auch gerade Miau, deswegen passt es. Ich frage mich, wie lange der Chat diesmal braucht, um wieder aktualisiert zu werden. Geld ist immer gut, ja. First you helped my husband in his time of need and now Mary. Oh, family, oh, you so very much. Oh, no need for thanks, ma'am. After all, this girl was the one responsible for bringing Mary home safely. I'm not sure we would have been able to calm her down otherwise, with how frightened she was. Mary? You couldn't possibly mean you want to stay with her, do you? Das passiert immer so nach circa 2 Stunden mit dem... Ja, aber danach ist egal, wie lange ich weiter streame, dann funktioniert's. Das ist immer nur nach den ersten 2 Stunden des Streams, wo die Verbindung abbricht. Ich verstehe es nicht. Ich verstehe das Problem echt nicht. Don't worry. This little kitty's been telling me all about how much she loves you. I've heard enough sappy stories from her to know that I don't stand a chance, so go ahead, she's all yours. Auch unabhängig von der Uhrzeit. Ich meine, es wäre nicht, ich meine, letztes Mal wäre es zu späterer Uhrzeit gewesen. Es wäre zu einer späteren Uhrzeit letztes Mal gewesen. Ich meine, letztes Mal war es so um 21:58 Uhr oder so. Oder es war früher und es war schon um 20:58 Uhr. Das kann auch sein. Aber ich weiß es halt nicht. 2 Stunden Self-Destruct, genau. 2 Stunden Stealth-Destruct. Anyway, think it's about time I get on out of here. Between meeting Mary and hanging out with you guys, I've had my fill of fun. Plus, I got to scope out a few juicy tidbits while I was at it. Meinst du Tidbits oder Titties? Hey! Later! We might meet again sooner than you think. Das schon wieder. Was schon wieder? Die Titties? Sie hat doch bestimmt über die Titties von Risha geredet, oder nicht? I'm starting to see the frisky kitten connection after all. Car! Like I said, that girl's more like an uncaged tiger. You're telling me it would have been nice to, if my uncle taught her some damn manners. You have to admit, though, she was pretty helpful. I would have liked the chance to thank her more properly. But nevertheless, we owe you a great debt of gratitude, SSS. We'll never forget the kindness you've shown us. I'd like to give you my thanks too. You're very welcome. We're always happy to help. Let us know if you're ever in need again. Quest Marigun missing complete. SSS. Das ist keine sonderlich gute Organisation, wenn die so heißt. Phew, I'm glad that's over. Likewise, thank goodness we were able to find Mary in the end. Sorry about my pain in the ass cousin, everyone. It's not your fault, Randy. Don't worry about it. Car! And besides, she seemed like a good kid to me. Car! I can't deny that her aid was invaluable today, past deeds notwithstanding. Well, yeah, it's not like she's trying to be a total monster. But that's exactly the problem. She just does whatever she wants, whenever she wants. Sounds like you're speaking from years of experience. Well, if you ask me, a real man would know how to cater to a lady's more capricious qualities. But anyway, what are we doing next? Let's see, we've finished with our current batch of support requests. This would be a good chance to head back to the SSS building for a break. I would be inclined to agree. I'm always down for a quick breather. Let's jet! Let's fetz! Aber ich glaube, sobald wir da ankommen, werden wir wieder losgeschickt, was anderes zu machen. Oder? Oh. Something smells wonderful. I'm pretty sure it's maple syrup. Ich dachte schon, Sergei hat für uns gekocht. Oh, I thought I heard you guys come in. Yeah, we're taking a quick break. Hat sie Waffeln gemacht oder Pfannkuchen? By the way, Kia, you wouldn't happen to be baking muffins right now, would you? I had a feeling you'd be home soon, so... I made you some maple muffins. Considerate little girl, aren't ya, Kido? I'm pretty sure it's maple syrup. Ich wusste nicht, dass das Spiel in Kanada spielt. Spielt es auch nicht. Oh, that's so sweet! Car! Why don't I brew us some tea to go along with them then? Damit sie bloß kalt sind, sobald der Tee fertig ist. So, that's how it went down. We'll wait to run into that girl. I don't think she was up to anything in particular, though. Still no activity from the Red Constellation, I'm guessing? Not yet. The First Division will contact us if anything changes. I get how you feel, but try to be patient. We hear ya! In any case, we have more than just the Red Constellation to worry about. Let's keep our eyes peeled for any signs while we are on patrol. Right, it would be terrible if any incidents occurred while the dignitaries were in town. We can also use the car to patrol the outskirts of the states if we have time. Car! Is everyone going out again? Yeah, we have to get back to work. Thanks for the muffins, Kia. Wir haben sie zwar gar nicht angerührt und kein bisschen gegessen, aber danke für die Muffins. You've grown into quite the baker. The rest of us are falling behind. Have you been picking up a few pointers from Oscar, perhaps? Yep, sure I have. Oh, there's still some leftovers if you want them. They should be fine until tomorrow. Received Maple Muffins. Ich wette, die werden niemals vergammeln, egal wie lange wir sie im Inventar haben. Well, aren't you thoughtful? You're gonna make your papa cry if you keep this up. I hope you weren't referring to yourself. But if you're still interested, I'm sure we could slot you in for the quirky uncle role. You think you got what it takes to beat me for Dad of the Year? Let's go! Huh? Neither of you is mature enough to be a father at this rate. Car! They'll just have to split custody between themselves somehow. Also der Einzige, der hier wirklich ein Daddy ist, das ist Sergei, oder nicht? So. Wir können die eine Quest, die wir gemacht hatten, reporten. So. Wahrscheinlich kriegen wir jetzt direkt eine neue Aufgabe, oder? Huh? Was that bird? Was that a bird just now? Das klang wie Sieg. Wow, what the? Das ist so eine richtige Trails in the Sky Melodie gerade. Das ist die Trails in the Sky Melodie. What is that? A white hawk? It's a Gyrfalcon. Actually, I'd say it looks more like a falcon. Who cares? The hell is that thing doing in the middle of the city? Ach ja, Noel hat noch vergessen, Car zu sagen. I get the feeling it's trying to tell us something. It reminds me a bit of when Sight tries to communicate with us. Man, if only Theodot were here. I bet she'd be able to suss it out. Aber Kia ist doch hier. Hä? What's going on? Oh, a white bird. He looks so cool. Look at how sharp his beak is. Ee! Ee, ee, ee. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, okay. I get ya. Can Kia understand what he's saying? That's amazing car. Okay, so this little birdie's name is Zeke. He says he has a message for you, right, Zeke? Does he really? Oh, would you look at that? He has a note tied to his leg. The white bird was a white bird. Nein, das ist ja nicht Polly. Lloyd removed the note tied to the bird's leg. Dear members of the Crossbill Police Department Special Support Section, my apologies for contacting you in this manner. I've heard much about your various deeds and accomplishments. If you have the time, I would like to request a private consultation with your division. We will be expecting you on the terrace of Crossbill Airport this evening. Werden wir Prinzessin Claudia von Auslese treffen. PS, in the event that you are unable to accept, no reply is necessary. Is this what I think it is? An anonymous request to meet in private? Sounds awfully suspicious to me. Car? Maybe, but I don't know many 2-bit thugs with handwriting and diction as flowery as this. Kinda hard to miss that white falcon crest on the paper too. Eeh! Eeh, eeh, eeh! Es ist immer toll, Vogelgeräusche zu machen. What did he say, Kia? He said it's up to you guys if you wanna go. Fair enough. What should we do? Oh, ich mag das gerade, diese Musik, das sind so diese Nostalgie-Vibes, weil das halt so das Trails in the Sky Theme ist. So einige Trails in the Sky Cameos. Es ist ja nicht wirklich Cameo, die Geschichten überschneiden sich halt. Du hast ja in Trails from Zero auch die ganze Zeit Estelle und Joshua treffen können, weil die gerade in Crossbill waren. Aber das hast du ja nicht gesehen. I might have a guess on who the sender is, but it's a little hard to believe. Yeah, no kidding. That white falcon crest is a bit of a giveaway, especially when a real one came to deliver it. Car! It practically makes you shiver with expectation, doesn't it? Someone went through a lot of trouble to set this up. I say we accept the invitation. But evening still a ways away. So for now, let's get back to our usual business. Ich habe jetzt schon öfter Going Through Trouble gelesen, aber ich habe auch schon öfter Going to Trouble gelesen. Was genau ist denn jetzt richtig? Oder geht einfach beides? Und warum nimmt man dann nicht einfach immer Going to Trouble, weil es einfach kürzer ist? Auch wenn sich Going Through Trouble viel richtiger anhört. Ich guck gerade mal. Weil ich habe wirklich beides schon. Ich meine, es war auch beides in Trails Games. Going to Trouble versus Going Through. Nicht bei Wikipedia suchen. Going to versus Going Through. going to is correct and going through also makes sense, but is not correct, steht hier. Es ist auch irgendein Forum, wo Leute diskutieren. Going to means more like that you are to attend or make presence or to join. Whereas going through means to endure. Okay, also going to. Wenn going to trouble bedeutet, dass man etwas in Kauf nimmt, beziehungsweise dass man da hingeht und das auf sich nimmt. Und going through ist etwas längere Zeit zu erdulden. Also in einem anderen. Aber das würde hier, dann wäre das hier ja auch mit going to richtiger. Ich verstehe die englische Sprache nicht in dem Zusammenhang. If you say so. I'm feeling a little nervous, to be honest. Car? Don't sweat it. I doubt we need to doll ourselves up too much for this. Alright then, regular business first, and then we'll head to the airport by the south end of town. I don't know what you guys are so nervous about, but good luck. You can do it. So, gibt's jetzt noch irgendwas Verstecktes, Secret-mäßiges, was wir vorher machen sollten? Da ist Kyodai wieder gefragt. Beim St. Ursula ist eine Quest, okay. St. Ursula war St. Ursula im Westen? Oder, ich meine, das war Osten, oder? Nee. Dann war es hier im West Crossbill Highland. Oder es hatte einfach keinen eigenen Bus. Es gibt eine Ursula Road extra. Ach doch, da gibt es. Okay. Never mind. Es gibt eine extra Ursula Road. Hätte ich auch drauf kommen können. Hat die Quest mit Frau Neues zu tun? By the way, Michaud, we were sitting in one of the doctor's Gailey surgeries for tomorrow's class, right? Is it going to be your first time seeing a live operation? Yeah, it is. And personally, I can't wait. It feels like I'm finally taking the first step toward becoming a real doctor. Da sucht man einen Heilpilz. An wessen Fuß wächst der? I didn't expect you to be so enthusiastic. Well, just try to keep yourself together in there. Oder müssen wir das für die Haupttante machen? This is the way to the research board, isn't it? We don't have any business there right now. Na dann nicht. Die Haupttante ist auch... der Chefarzt hier heißt jetzt auch die Haupttante. Nein, der Patientenräume. Shizuku! Kia and I had a lot of fun at the unveiling ceremony today. If I really do get my eyesight back, I'd love to go see Orchis Tower with her again. Ich dachte gerade, ich hätte was gehört. Das eine Ohr hier, das hängt ja auch. Das Ohr hier, das hängt schief. Ist das eigentlich auch noch ein bisschen weiter in die Mitte? Geht's jetzt? Ich glaube, jetzt geht's, ne? Hier ist ein Raum mit Zeugs. Hier ist ein Raum ohne Zeugs. Hier ist Frau Neues. How are you feeling, Michael? I have that a single spasm, Miss Cecile. I can barely believe it. That's great to hear. You're going to be discharged in no time, and that means you'll be able to live with your parents again. Yeah, it makes me so happy but kinda sad too. Once I go back to Le Mans, I won't be able to see you and Shizuku anymore. We have been fighting this together for a long time now, haven't we? I'll miss you too, Michael. But no matter how far apart we are, the bond we share will never break. That's how I see it anyway. Yeah, you're right, Miss Cecile. Thank you for everything. I'll never forget you. In dem Raum hier?
My colleague took time out of this busy schedule to come visit me. He told me not to worry about work and concentrate on getting back into training shape again. He has a point. I'm never going to be able to go back to my job if I can't get out of this hospital.
I heard they finally unveiled that new building in the city today. What's it called again? Orchis Tower? I wish I could have had the chance to see all the hubbub for myself. Well, at least I have something to look forward to once I am discharged.
Was nie passieren wird, denn sie wird hier sterben. Das ist kein Patientenraum. I wish they'd let me go already. I'm so tired of these dinky little hospital meals. What I want is a nice juicy steak. The food they serve at this hospital would make any nutritionist happy. I'm surprised how much thought they put into it. Der eine beschwert sich, der andere findet's gut. No doubt it's contributed to how much progress I've made recovering from my surgery. Gab's sonst noch? Hier sind die Medical Office. Sind hier noch Patientenräume? Der Raum hier ist ja noch. Has Chief Ursuline slept in again? Chaleur? I wouldn't doubt it. She was holed up in the research ward until early this morning. What was she thinking? She knew Prince Albert's visit was today. His lordship is already here. Oh, never mind. Just drag her out of bed, and don't you dare let her wave you off. Das sieht doch nach was aus. Weil hier ist Arios. Da ist Dr. Seiland. It would seem we have company. Well now, isn't this a surprise? Das ist der eine Prinz, von dem kein Großbild gezeigt wurde, weil der so unwichtig war. Prince Albert of Remiferia?
And Arios too. Car!
I wasn't expecting to see all of you here. Your Lordship, this is the special support section that I mentioned earlier. Ah, I thought they might be. It's a pleasure to meet you, ladies and gentlemen of the SSS. My name is Albert von Bartholomeus, though you may know me better as head of state of the Principality of Remiferia. I understand that all of you have been working hard for the sake of Crossbill's future. It's been a pleasure to meet you, Your Lordship. I had been hoping to have this opportunity, actually. Arios has told me quite a bit about your division. There's even a familiar face among you. It's been quite some time, Ellie. Indeed it has. I'm glad to see you're doing well, Your Lordship. Though, I certainly didn't expect to see you here today. Are you perhaps performing an inspection of the hospital? Yes, indeed. Remiferia is one of St. Ursula's sponsors, you see. I also wanted to take the chance to catch up with Xyland here and see how she settled in. And I was asked to be his escort, though personally I'd rather he traveled with a few more guards. Why he prefers to be accompanied by no more than myself and a chauffeur is beyond me. My confidence in you is just that high, Arios, my friend. Not to mention a security detail would have only served to interfere with the hospital's normal proceedings. He says as if he isn't doing exactly that with this very second. It's not as though you had to schedule this inspection now of all times. If you ask me, you would have been better served focusing completely on the trade conference. Shouldn't a guest of the state be a little more self-aware? You never were one to pull punches, were you, Xyland? The Grand Prize has more connections than I realized. The Grand Prince has more connections than I realized. Der große Preis.
You're right. Ellie, Arios, and Dr. Xyland all seem to know him quite well. These two in particular must go way back. Car!
I'm surprised myself. I can't imagine talking like that to the head of the country. The Doctor! What is it, Lytton? Mit dem hatten wir auch mal schon zu tun, ne? You're making a fuss. It's an emergency! One of the patients in the lobby just collapsed. He's completely unconscious. That's no good. Bring him here, please, and quickly. Yes, Your Lordship. Is that our cue to step away, Arios? That would be for the best. We would only get in the way of the examination. I disagree. Please stay. Until we know the details, we cannot say for sure that we won't need your help. How is he? Ja, offensichtlich geht's ihm nicht gut, ne? He ain't looking too hot. Aber das hat nichts mit seinem Zustand zu tun. He's going to be cold if he keeps up. I gave him a thorough checkup, but while this definitely falls under the umbrella of internal medicine, the cause eludes me. If we could just get a proper diagnosis, we could prescribe a suitable treatment. This is a race against time. We may be able to find the answer, but the question is whether we can do it fast enough. His condition is critical? Is that critical? What should we do? Pardon me, may I interject? Do you have a suggestion, Your Lordship? This has been my gut feeling from the outset, Xyland. But I think these symptoms may be indicative of reboten poisoning. Interesting, reboten poisoning. To my knowledge, there's never been a documented case in Crossbill State. Still, you may be right. What's reboten poisoning? This is the first time I've heard of it. It's a rare condition caused by poisonous mushrooms that can only be found in the furthest reaches of the continent. The toxin itself is notoriously difficult to detect through conventional methods. Was ist genau der Unterschied zwischen Toxin und Poison? Nur mal so gefragt. Bedeutet es das Gleiche oder ist das ein Unterschied? However, the symptoms here are a perfect match, are they not? Yes, you're right. The simplest explanation would be that he ingested something transported from abroad. And there's the doc's stamp of approval. I'll be damned, Prince Albert, you nailed that one right on the head. Please, it was nothing. Das ist es auch, es ist das Gleiche. Du musst morgen wieder früher arbeiten, ja, toll. Ja, boah, toll, Mann. Ich muss morgen auch arbeiten. Habe ich auch keinen Bock zu. More importantly, now is not the time to relax. Silent, does the hospital have the necessary drugs to treat reboten poisoning? No, and I just ran out of the requisite materials. If we only had them, I could easily synthesize a serum. Then we're back at square one. Car. If that's the case. I would like to request the aid of Arios as well as the ladies and gentlemen of the SSS. I ask that you help find the ingredients needed to make that serum. Will you accept? Of course, your lordship. We would never decline a request with an innocent man's life on the line. Tahu, war das gerade dein Abschied oder warum hast du das geschrieben? There's just one thing. Exactly what ingredients do we need to find? Allow me to explain. The antidote for reboten poisoning has two key components. The one is a medicinal herb known as ante grass. I believe you will find it in the Mainz mountains. The other is a fungus referred to as the alma mushroom. You can likely find it in the nearby wooded areas. Oh, that's right. Come to think of it, I've seen both of them down the CGF's survival training zone. Car! Arias, if you don't mind, I would like for you to head toward the mountains and retrieve the ante grass. I trust you'd be the most suited to handle yourself as an A-rank racer, in the event the search takes you off the beaten path. Understood. As for the alma mushroom, I will go search for it myself, and I'd like the SSS to accompany me. Oh nein. Das ist eine Begleitermission, oder? Es ist eine Begleitermission, oder? Ich hasse Begleitermissionen. Yourself? Are you asking us to be your escorts, your lordship? I am, and with good reason. Alma mushrooms grow in habitats that are home to a host of other fungi, all of which are similar in size and shape. Glaubst nicht? Okay. That makes them difficult to identify. You will need a trained eye like mine to help you locate the correct variety. The reasoning is solid. Having an expert come along would save us both time and trouble. Are you sure you're alright with us taking over Ario's role as your bodyguards, though? Yeah, those are some pretty big shoes to fill. I must admit that I'm not entirely comfortable with the idea myself. Nonsense. Your top priority is the health of the patient. If we're to procure an antidote as quickly as possible, this is the only way. You yourself have had nothing but good things to say about the Special Support Sector's abilities, isn't that right? There's no cause for worry, my friend. I will be certain to act with the utmost caution. And if you're truly so concerned, that's all the more reason to retrieve the antegrass and return as quickly as you can. Fine, have it your way. I'll be leaving for the Mainz Mountains now. Don't let his lordship out of your sight, SSS. You can count on us, Arios. We'll be sure to keep him safe. Then let's be off to the woodlands on Ursula Road, shall we? Silent, Lytton, if you could prepare for the synthesization process while you monitor the patient's condition. I'm way ahead of you, Al. Al, die nennt ihn einfach Al. Best of luck out there, SSS. And so Lloyd and the others formally accepted Prince Albert's urgent request. Parting ways with Arios, they took the Grand Prince's limousine to the woods of Ursula Road to search for the Alma Mushroom. Da sieht man, dass die Räder da drunter sind. Nochmal zurückfahren. Früher bedeutet, du musst um 9:30 Uhr fertig sein, okay. We will proceed on foot from this point on. Remain here and await our return. Yes, your lordship. Please be careful. That goes for all of us. These woods have ton of monsters creeping and crawling around. You're right, car! L wie Peggy Bundy. We're going to have to be doubly alert to protect his lordship, car? I can tell you're all more than qualified for the job. Now, as I explained earlier, many of the fungi here bear a striking resemblance to the Alma mushroom we wish to find. I will be able to differentiate between them, so don't be afraid to point out any mushrooms that you come across. Understood. We'll trust in your judgment on this one, your lordship. Shall we be off then? If I may interrupt, the limousine is also furnished with first aid supplies. Return here if you should ever require treatment, and I'll patch you right up. Got it. Thanks in advance. Let's try our best not to get too banged up on this foraging trip. Es ist eine Begleitermission. Du hast alle Kämpfe gemieden. Found a mushroom. What about this one, your lordship? Car? No, I'm afraid this isn't an Alma mushroom. Maybe we have better luck checking a different area. Achso, ich habe schon die Dings gemacht. Die Kisten. Das war hier mit den Todesbananen, ne? Found a mushroom. Hey, Grand Prince, how about this one here? No, that's not it. What we need to find is an Alma mushroom. Let's search elsewhere then. Ich weiß, was wir finden müssen, aber die Pilze sehen nun mal alle gleich aus. Found a mushroom. Look at this one, your lordship. Is it a match? Now I regret to inform you that this is not, in fact, an Alma mushroom. You're killing me. How hard can it be to find one stupid little fungus? Den Kampf meide ich auf jeden Fall. Da ist noch einer. Das scheint der richtige zu sein. Found a mushroom. What about this one, your lordship? Aha! Our search is over! I can guarantee without a shadow of a doubt that this is an Alma mushroom. Really? Thank the goddess. We finally found one. Ha! Verarscht! Wir müssen noch weiter suchen. Let's hurry and harvest it. Car! Perfect. Now that the patient can receive the treatment he needs. War ja klar. Would you look at all these monsters? We must have wandered into their turf. My word! Stay back, your lordship. We can't handle this.
Here they come! Car!
Protect all NPCs. Ja, ich... Beschützermission. Soll ich mal versuchen, eine Insta-KO-Attacke zu machen? Ich glaube, Deathblow bringt irgendwie nichts. Sticky Stink. Jetzt stinkt Leute. Und keiner will mehr was mit ihm zu tun haben. Er stinkt megamäßig, denn er wäscht sich nie. So, ein Gegner ist schon mal weg. Der andere ist versteinert, das heißt, um den muss ich mich nicht mehr kümmern. Jetzt kommt ein Sticky Stink. Du kannst ja mal deinen tollen neuen Angriff machen. Angriff des Stinke-Monsters. Okiki hieß das. Die Attacke heißt einfach Okiki. Was macht er jetzt? Blöd rumlaufen, okay. Okay, es sind gleich 3 Gegner von ausgeschaltet worden. Und einer schläft. Ah, da hinten ist auch noch ein Stinky. Team Rush. Overkill. Phew. We pulled through. Are you all right, your lordship? Yes, I'm still in one piece, thanks to you. Er hat gar nichts abgekriegt. Das war eine ziemlich einfache Beschützermission.
That's a relief, Car!
Why did so many of them attack us all at once, anyhow? The Armor Mushroom and its lookalikes in the vicinity are all known to be part of those monsters' diets. My most educated guess is that they were simply responding to a perceived attack on their feeding grounds. That would explain it. In any case, what's important is that we can help the patient now. Well said. I imagine Arios should soon be finished with his end of the things as well. Let us make our way back to the hospital. Afterward, Lloyd and the others return to the hospital. Okay. Wir müssen also nicht backtracken zum Dings. Zurück zum Auto. I brought those mushrooms home with me as souvenirs. They were delicious, but I can't believe they were poisonous the whole time. How could I be so careless? The exquisite flavor is precisely what makes those mushrooms so dangerous. I'd advise you to skip the strange fungi next time you're looking for souvenirs abroad. Though your life is no longer at risk, we'll need to keep you hospitalized for a while to monitor your progress. I understand. Wouldn't want there to be any nasty after effects, right? Thank you again, doctors. I thought I was a gunner back there. If you want to thank anyone, it should be Arios, the SSS, and Prince Albert. They are the ones who found the ingredients for the medicine that saved your life. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you, everyone. I wouldn't be here if not for you. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd have my life saved by Prince Albert of Remiferia. It's incredible. Please, you give me too much credit. I merely confirmed the SSS here found the correct mushroom for the antidote. All the recognition should go to them and Arias for their bravery in the field. You're too modest, your lordship. If memory serves, you and Dr. Zyland earned your medical licenses at the same time. And though your life led to statecraft, I would say your skill and experience in medicine are no less than that of a doctor on the front lines. Wait, you're telling me the Grand Prince went to med school? I almost want to say it would be strange if he didn't, seeing as Remiferia is the continent's leading nation in healthcare. I'm merely the studious sort, is all. I had the privilege of observing a few of Zyland's surgeries when she was still in Remiferia. The knowledge I gained from those days just happened to come in handy. I hardly deserve any acclaim for that. If anything, I was only sticking myself in where I didn't belong, inconvenience at best. It was the cooperation between the hospital staff, Arios, and the SSS that saved the patient's life. I should be thankful I was here to witness it as part of my inspection. Oh, Elle, you need to learn to take a compliment every now and then. Anyhow, speaking of that inspection, don't you think it's time to wrap it up? After all, you have the trade conference tomorrow to prepare for. Am I wrong? That eager to get me out the door, are you? Silent? However, you do have a point. I suppose it's time for me to say my goodbyes for now. Arios, may I ask you to escort me back to the state guest house? Yes, of course. We'll be leaving now, SSS. I advise that you don't let your guard down between now and the end of the trade conference. We won't, Arios. We're ready for whatever tomorrow has in store for us.
Thanks for all of your help today too, Car!
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you the best of luck with your duties. Rest assured that you'll have one more fan in that conference room. Thank you, your lordship. We won't let you down. Reboten Remedy complete. Dann können wir ja direkt mal speichern. Und dann können wir zurück in die Stadt. Bushaltestelle. Crossbill City, South Exit. So. Station Street, hier sollten wir uns treffen, oder? Nee, Flughafen, das war am Flughafen. Wo ist denn nochmal der Flughafen? Der war hier lang, ne? Capella Street? Der East Street? Hä? Wo war der Flughafen nochmal? Bei Grimwood Law Office dürfte es noch ein Buch geben. Dann gehen wir zum Grimwood Law Office. Aber wo? Ich sehe das Buch nicht. Ach, der Junge. Hä? Our latest client's consultation fee seems awfully small. Mr. Grimwood must be handing out discounts willy-nilly again. He needs to be firmer with his prices. Giving in like this is a bad look for a lawyer. Nee.
Crossbill is going to be host to several international leaders for these few days. As a result, security has been bolstered even though the conference has only just begun. Trouble almost always rears its ugly head in times like these, so remember to watch out for each other.
Er auch nicht. Huh. Nö. Hab ich nicht. Nur 1 bis 3. Das hatte ich schon. War ja, aber vielleicht war das auch erst nach dem Treffen, okay. Ich weiß aber nicht mal, wo der Flughafen überhaupt ist. War der hier? Ne, hier geht's zu dem Dingsgebäude da. Hier geht's zur Bank. Wo ist der fucking Flughafen? Man musste so selten hier zum Flughafen. War der hier? Oder der war irgendwo außerhalb, ne? Müsste eine Schnellreise für verfügbar sein. Sehe ich nicht. Nee. Der ist an der Ursula Road. Ah, da ist er, okay. Aber bevor ich da jetzt reingehe, mache ich eine kurze Pause und hole mir noch mal was zu trinken. So, da bin ich wieder. Und bin mit dem Stuhl auf mein Kabel drauf gerollt. So. Story. There's still some time. Mir fällt gerade auf, ich sollte vielleicht vorher mich einmal heilen. Das wäre vielleicht ganz angebracht. Ich habe mir auch was zu essen jetzt bestellt. So. Nicht auf dem Kabel rumfahren, das mögen die immer nicht. Die Kabel, die mögen so einiges nicht. Zum Beispiel sich nicht verknoten mögen sie nicht. Nein, ich wollte schon jetzt enter the airport and wait. Well, we are a bit on the early side, but is everyone all right with heading in? Sure. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Jetzt stell dich nicht so an. Kabelsalat mit Volt-Dressing. Ja, man kennt's. Genau. The Azure Liberals High-Speed Cruiser. Car! It's just as grand as they say it is. Car! It's the world's fastest airship. ZCF garnered a lot of attention thanks to their work on it. It outperforms the competition time and time again and continues to break its own records to this day. So that's what liberals center in on. Nothing but the very best for Her Highness, huh? Prince Claudia's her name, right? She must be one classy gal. Well, technically she's more than just a princess. She's the crown princess. In other words, she's first in line to inherit the throne to the kingdom of Libel. Hot damn. So how likely is it that a big shot like her actually made the time to meet us in person? Eigentlich will er nur wissen, wie groß seine Chancen sind, mit ihr rumzumachen. It's hard to say for sure. Hat man das gerade gehört? Ich musste gerade meinen Nacken einmal knacken lassen. I could get in touch with Belle. She would know the particulars of Her Highness' schedule. Actually, something tells me you're not going to need her inside. Huh? Ladies and gentlemen of the Special Support Section, we appreciate your patience. Das ist bestimmt Julia Schwartz, sage ich doch. No way. It's her. Jetzt wird gefangirlt. Oh, you're the chick the gals he kept raving about. Huh? Ah, forgive me. Man hat das Knacken gehört, okay. Ah, forgive me. I assume you were present at the unveiling ceremony as well. Where are my manners? I am Senior Captain Julia Schwartz of the Liberian Royal Army's Royal Guard. By the order of Her Highness Princess Claudia, I am here to escort you aboard the Azure. Please follow me. Ach, wir dürfen das geile Schiff betreten. Das muss ja ein Traum sein für Noel. Mit Julia Schwartz zusammen dieses Schiff zu betreten. The Azure, it's even more beautiful up close. Well, it's the pride of a kingdom, the white wings of Libel, as they say. I can't believe we're really going to meet the Crown Princess. Car! And we're being escorted by Senior Captain Schwartz, too, in the flesh. Car! Try to calm down, Noel. Though I wouldn't mind accompanying you to ask for her autograph afterward.
Good idea. Remind me to get one for friend too, Car.
I don't think I've ever seen these gals get so pumped. By the way, I've heard the rumors of your accomplishments. It's quite impressive, especially given how young you all are. You were the ones who resolved the crisis that occurred a few months ago, correct? Warum überrascht sie das? Sie hat doch auch gesehen, wie jung die Leute alle waren, die die Liberal-Krise aufgehalten haben. Ich meine, sie war dabei. In a way, we're still learning on the job. The SSFS would have never been able to solve that case if it weren't for all the support your allies gave us. Oh, my apologies. Your words simply reminded me of what a young associate of mine once said. Welcome aboard the flagship cruiser of the Liberian Royal Army, the Azure. Please understand that, as a precaution, all wireless communication has been restricted while upon the ship. Gute Nacht, Tahu. If you have any objections, speak freely, and we will be happy to accommodate you. We'll be fine, thanks.
Wow! A real state-of-the-art high-speed cruiser?
Well, everyone, shall we board? Jetzt kommt der Trouble.
Hello? This is the Crossbelt Police Special Support Section.
Is that you, Kia?
Oh, Tio! You finally called back.
Yes, though without any video feedback this time around. Is no one else home right now?
Yeah, the chief just left a little while ago. It's only me and Sight here right now.
Woof! I see. I tried calling Lloyd and the others on their enigmas, but I wasn't able to get through. Hence why I called the SSS building's main line.
Oh, okay. Lloyd and them got invited somewhere by a White Falcon, so they're out doing that.
The White Falcon?
Yeah, his name is Zeke, and he talks just like Sight.
I seem to be missing out on a lot. Ja, du solltest hier sein.
Attention, apologies for delay.
Ist das gerade die Durchsage? Für Tios Reise zurück zu uns? Kommt Tio zu uns zurück? Hat sie deswegen angerufen, um uns das zu sagen, dass sie auf dem Rückweg ist? Ist my girl auf dem Weg zu mir?
Huh?
I have to go now. I'll contact you again later, Kia. Please, give my regards to the others.
Okay, talk to you later.
Woof. Hey, I'm back. Du kommst gerade richtig, Tio hat gerade aufgelegt.
Oh, Chief, you should have come home a minute sooner. You just missed Tio on the phone.
Oh, yeah. She called. What'd she have to say? Zeit muss mal wieder das letzte Wort haben. Muss er ja immer.
Well.
Warum kommt hier keine Musik? Pardon me, Your Highness. I've brought the special support section per your request. Please show them in. After you. Right. Thank you very much. Wer hat die Mugge gestohlen? Tahu hat den Keks die Mugge aus der Dose geklaut. Aber der ist nicht da, der kann sich nicht verteidigen. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Claudia von Auslese, Crown Princess of the Kingdom of Libel. Es ist wieder die Trades in the Sky Musik. Hot Character? Du findest Claudia hot? Die ist schon in den ersten Trades in the Sky Teilen gewesen. Das ist eine von den Charakteren, die schon von Anfang an quasi dabei sind. Also nicht ganz von Anfang an, aber vom ersten Game an. I apologize for having called all of you here so suddenly. Not at all. It's a pleasure to meet you too. I'm Lloyd Bennings of the CPD Special Support Section. Das ist das erste Mal, wo du das Spiel siehst. Ja, das ist halt eine ganze Spielreihe. Die hat angefangen mit Trails in the Sky und Trails in the Sky spielt halt in dem Land Libel, wo sie halt die Prinzessin von ist. Deswegen kennt man sie von da schon. Genauso wie auch, ich weiß nicht, ob du da auch da warst, als wir die Quest mit Olivier gemacht haben. Den kennt man auch schon aus dem ersten Spiel. Der war da auch mit dabei. Und den kennt man zusätzlich auch natürlich dann aus Trails of Cold Steel, was hier nachkam, wo ich ja auch Videos zu gemacht habe. Die Reihe gibt's auf Steam, ja. Also die müsste komplett auf Steam sein. Ursprünglich kam sie auf PlayStation Portable raus. Und eins der Ohren ist schief. Das hier, ne? So. Ich kann die Reihe nur empfehlen. Vor allem die Trails in the Sky Reihe ist wirklich von der Story her sehr gut. Meiner Meinung nach. Der dritte Teil ist ein bisschen wie ein Spin-Off. Aber es gibt sehr viel Backstory zu Charakteren, die man aus den anderen Teilen kennt. Und da ist auch Stuff bei. Den ich so später nicht wieder gesehen habe in irgendeinem RPG. Also der dritte Teil, der übrigens, glaube ich, ab 6 freigegeben ist, spricht richtig heavy Themen an, teilweise. Wo ich mir denke, dass das heutzutage kaum noch Spiele machen würden, außer Horrorspiele vielleicht. Aber ich glaube, nicht mal die Hentai-Games würden das vielleicht ansprechen, aber in einem anderen Licht. So, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lloyd Bennings of the CPD's Special Support Section. And I'm Ellie McDowell. It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. The honor is mine. I've been told quite a bit about you, Ellie. It's so good to finally meet in person. You've heard of me? Yes, I had the privilege of conversing with your grandfather, Speaker McDowell, earlier today. Also du wüsstest, wovon ich spreche, wenn du Trails in the Sky the Third bei mir geguckt hast. Also klar, es gibt in die Richtung Fetisch und wahrscheinlich auch Hentai, aber es wurde in Trails in the Sky nicht in einem positiven, geilen Licht dargestellt oder so, sondern aus der Sicht eines Opfers, sagen wir es mal so. Maria Belcroix and I have gotten acquainted several times as well. Is it true that you spent time studying in Libel? Yes, for about 3 months. I regret that we didn't meet sooner. No, the fault lies with me.
Ha! How do you do, Princess? Name's Randy Orlando.
Er wird sie wahrscheinlich anbaggern. Bra, die sind teuer. Ja gut, die haben aber auch, ich glaube, der erste Teil, ich weiß nicht, wie viele Stunden Spielzeit der hat. Ich glaube 70 oder so. Ich muss gerade mal gucken. Ich habe den ersten Teil schon mehrmals durchgespielt. Ich muss gerade mal gucken. Trails in the Sky. Ich habe bei dem ersten 167,8 Stunden. Und ich habe ihn 3-mal durchgespielt. Also, das sind lange Spiele. Ne? Es sind... Also, wenn du die vom Sammler kaufst, sind die sicher teuer, aber auf Steam. Ich weiß gar nicht, die Shop-Seite bei Steam. Der erste Teil kostet bei Steam 15,99. Das ist saugut. Also für den Preis kann man das auf jeden Fall kaufen. Wie gesagt, das hat irgendwas zwischen 40 und 70 Stunden Spielzeit, je nachdem, wie dein Spielstil ist und wie viel Nebenkram du da drin machst in dem Spiel. Die Story endet beim ersten Teil mit einem Cliffhanger, kann ich schon mal sagen. Das geht dann direkt im zweiten Teil weiter. Aber jeder dieser Teile hat alleinstehend für sich genug Content für ein ganzes Spiel. Und ich finde, dass Trails in the Sky einen der unerwartetsten Plot-Twists überhaupt hat. Also das ist einer der Plot-Twists, die mir am meisten gefallen haben in Spielen überhaupt. Der erste Teil. Und ich liebe die Cutscene im zweiten Teil, wo die Aureola auftaucht. Beziehungsweise die Liber Arc auftaucht.
Noel Seeker, it's an honor to be in your presence. Car!
Wazy Hemisphere, I'm delighted to meet one so beautiful as yourself, Your Royal Highness. It's lovely to meet all of you as well. Please make yourselves comfortable. Actually, there's someone else I would like to introduce to you. Unfortunately, he seems to be running a bit late.
Oh, er kommt! Die Olive ist wieder da!
Never fear, for I am here. That sound. I've heard that lute before.
No way!
And here he comes now. Ich freue mich auf die Olive. Ich mag die Olive. What?
It's those guys from the support request, Car!
Oh, you have already met? I suppose we have. Well, isn't this a surprise?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My deepest apologies for earlier today. And to you as well, Princess Claudia. I hope you can forgive our tardiness. This idiot was off sticking his nose into any trouble he could find.
I'd expect no less. Dieses Glitzern immer. Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Prince Oliver de Reise Anor, representing Emperor Eugen III of the Erebonian Empire. Es hat geklingelt, mein Essen ist da. Wir sehen uns gleich wieder. Nein, ich habe die Tür nicht mit den Ohren aufgemacht. So. Aber Reaper Newland, dieses Spiel hier könnte eventuell Spoiler dann sein. Beziehungsweise mein Stream dazu, falls du die anderen Spiele noch spielen möchtest. Weil das spielt halt danach. Die Reihenfolge ist Trails in the Sky 2, Trails in the Sky the Third, Trails from Zero, Trails of Cold Steel, Trails to Azure, Trails of Cold Steel 2, Trails of Cold Steel 3, Trails of Cold Steel 4 und die anderen habe ich noch nicht gespielt. Darüber mache ich mir danach Sorgen. Ich habe auch Trails of Cold Steel 3 und 4 noch nicht gespielt. Ich wollte mich halt nicht über Azure spoilern lassen, weil das kam so spät erst raus. Das ist nicht, es ist vielleicht ein bisschen nicht so einfach zu merken. Es ist halt Trails from Zero spielt gleichzeitig zu Trails of Cold Steel. Und Trails to Azure spielt gleichzeitig zu Trails of Cold Steel 2. Es ist halt nur in unterschiedlichen Ländern. Es gibt aber auch ein Wiki, da kannst du die Timeline halt nachgucken. Da siehst du dann, wann was spielt. Oder ist euch schon wieder schief? Ist ja auch egal jetzt. I am Prince Olivert Reiser Arno, representing the Emperor Eugen III of the Erebonian Empire. However, my true identity is that of the unparalleled, unprecedented wandering bard Olivier Lehnheim. Das ist deine true identity? The pleasure is all yours. Shocked, speechless. Oh, hell no. You're pulling my leg. Nee, es ist wahr. Du sparst eher auf was anderes im Moment, also müssen die Spiele noch warten, okay. I'm sorry to say he speaks the truth. Unfortunately for all of us. As for me, I am Major Müller Vander of the Imperial Army's 7th Armored Division. The two of us are also here at the behest of the Crown Princess Claudia. It's good to formally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of the SSS. Oh, I see. So Estelle and Joshua were the ones who told you about us. Estelle und Joshua sind übrigens, für alle, die es nicht wissen, die Protagonisten, die Hauptprotagonisten aus Trails in the Sky. To think you were fighting side by side only a year ago. I didn't realize you all were so close. Hot damn! Who knew those two had so many royal contacts in their pocket? Yes, yes. And now that we're all caught up, we can cast aside all those pesky formalities. We, alongside Estelle and Joshua, were the valiant team that stood against the dangers of the infamous Liberal incident, just as all of you stood with them during the crisis in Crossbill a few months ago. Why, Eidios herself must have ordained that we too would become the very best of friends someday. I think you might be exaggerating a little. Honestly, we are humbled just to have the opportunity to meet you. Oh, there's no need for that. You should be at ease with us. While it is true I summoned you all here to seek your advice, it wasn't my only reason. I was also looking forward to simply getting to know you, Your Highness. Whoa, I'm touched. I hope I get touched some more, if you know what I mean. Wow, I don't even know what to say. Außer car. From what I've heard, Estelle and Joshua have greatly valued their time in Crossbill. Why, you even have a lovely little theme park down south. Perhaps I could stay an additional You don't have any additional months. All your duties have the next half year booked up. Das stand aber nicht, also du musst nur zwischen den Zeilen lesen. Julie, ich kann zwischen den Zeilen lesen. Das ist das, was er meinte. Natürlich stand das da. Du musst nur genau hingucken. Ich meine, du kennst doch Wendy, oder nicht? Oh, come, dear Müller. Can't a man daydream just a little? Ein wenig. Ein wenig. Frivolity aside, we have a basic understanding of what it is the SSS does here in Crossbill. As such, there are several things we'd like to confide in you about. So we're finally getting down to business, huh? Would it happen to have anything to do with the trade conference? Correct. Oh, jetzt kommt eine Präsentation. Epstein. Ah! Da ist jetzt eine... Jetzt kommt eine PowerPoint-Präsentation. Car? So the system you're using was made by the Epstein Foundation. Yes, the foundation was responsible for the design and installation of the sales data processing system. If you could please take a look at this. Das ist doch auch eine der Musiken von Trails of Cold Steel, oder? Also sie klingt zumindest sehr ähnlich. Ich mag das. Das ist eine der Musiken. Boah, ich mag das, dieses Reoccurring Themes. Du erkennst anhand dieser Charaktere und deren Musik sofort, aus welchem Spiel die kommen. Beziehungsweise, wenn du die Reihe kennst. Dann kennst du die Charaktere auch, aber... Ich finde das halt nice, weil du diese Musiken halt aus den Spielen kennst. Diese Melodien. That's His Excellency Imperial Chancellor Gilead Osborne, otherwise known as the Blood and Iron Chancellor. I won't bore you by speaking ill of a man you've never met. However, there's something I would like to make you all keenly aware of. Right now, at this very moment, the troubled waters of civil war are brewing in Erebonia. What? They are? That is the grim reality. Das ist, womit Trails of Cold Steel geendet hat, damit der Bürgerkrieg ausgebrochen ist. And at the heart of it is the reformist faction, led by the Chancellor. They seek to create a new centralized authoritarian government. Opposing them is the noble faction, led by the Empire's most prestigious houses. Together they strive to maintain the status quo. The actions of these two groups are sending the Empire tumbling toward an unavoidable conflict. The reformists versus the nobles. I'd heard of the political strife in the Empire, but I had no idea things had gotten so dire. If I may ask, are we to presume that Your Highness's position in this conflict is neutral then? Not quite. Rather, I seek to open a third path. Though I do find it though I do find it places me between the proverbial hammer and anvil, each faction sees me as a fly on the wall worth swatting. It's hard to disagree. But if tensions between the sides have gotten to the point where civil war is looming on the horizon, then that makes the trade conference the perfect opportunity to strike. Oh no! Car! Now I see where this is going. As you fear. Okay, das heißt, sie haben vorher schon geahnt, dass das was passieren wird von erebonianischer Seite aus. We believe the noble faction's leader, Duke Cayenne, has taken action. He likely plans to send a terrorist force to Crossbow, one whose sights are set on taking Chancellor Osborne's life at the conference. Not assassins, but terrorists? The Chancellor has incurred the wrath of far more than just the noble faction. Numerous victims of his oppression, both in and outside the country, have joined forces as a terrorist organization. And the evidence suggests that the noble faction has been the one funding them. So that's what's up. They're looking to bury their greatest political threat without dirtying their own hands. But if they succeeded, wouldn't that be problematic outside of the Empire too? Problematic doesn't begin to cover it. It would be a disaster for Crossbow. Can you imagine the political ramifications we'd face if the Imperial Chancellor were assassinated at our own trade conference? Sorry about that. Don't be. You're absolutely right. At the very least, the Empire would impose unthinkable reparations on Crossbow for having failed to protect its Chancellor. Ironic, seeing as the ones responsible for his death would be Erebonians themselves. I can't believe this! Car! It would be awful, but not unexpected. It's characteristic of diplomacy, if anything. You can say that again. But that's not all. A similar conflict is written on the walls of the Republic of Calvert as well. Okay, was ist da los? What? Is that true? Julia, if you would please. Yes. Da ist der Karnevalsmann. The Republican government's representative, President Samuel Rocksmith. Does someone hold a grudge against him too? Not against him specifically, but more so against Calvert's long history as the melting pot of Western Zemuria. Its acceptance of various cultures from across the continent is the main contributor to their diversity, as well as their particular brand of political strife. Also da gibt's Nazis. Xenophobia, to be specific. That's terrible, Car! As I'm sure you're aware, Calvert has always accepted immigrants from the East. When the country democratized, the flow of expatriates into the country increased, and the Eastern Quarter was founded. Naturally, there have always been Calvadians who stand opposed to the Republic's immigration policies. You mean the anti-immigration faction, correct? I hear their movement has been gaining more and more traction these recent times. Does that mean radical nationalists are targeting the president? Indeed it does, and like the Erebonian terrorists, they seem to just be as well funded. I recently received intel that the nationalists have supplied a Calvadian terrorist organization with arms. Said terrorists are now mobilizing. Okay, das heißt, es gibt gleich 2 Ziele, die eventuell ausgelöscht werden. Aber es scheint keiner dabei gestorben zu sein. Sonst hätten wir das in Trades of Cold Steel wahrscheinlich gehört.
That ain't good.
I think we have the gist of things now. But I have to ask, why confide in the SSS about something so far-reaching? Wouldn't it be more appropriate to contact the Crossbellian government directly? Even if they wanted to, some of this information couldn't be disclosed to a foreign government. Isn't that right? Huh? It's just as Ellie says. Chancellor Osborne and President Rocksmith are both shrewd men. They're undoubtedly well aware of the forces that are targeting their lives. Despite that, they've chosen to keep it from the Crossbellian government. We don't know what would motivate the two of them to remain quiet about the situation. However, given their decisions, we're in no position to leak confidential state affairs of either government directly to Crossbell. And though I am a member of the Imperial family, I am forbidden from interfering with the policies of our government to begin with. My hands tied, I suggest to the Crown Princess that she call you there. So that's why. In other words, everything we've talked about this evening has been strictly off the record. It's been a friendly chat over tea, you could say. No formal discussion has taken place tonight in the least. Of course, we could hardly stop you from spreading any unsubstantiated rumors if you so choose. Ah, I see. We'll take that to heart.
Man, you guys are a real couple of wildcards.
Rather wily for a prim and a proper princess, aren't you?
Wazy? You're talking to royalty. Show some respect. Car!
Oh, that's quite alright. There's no denying that the situation in Crossbell is growing more unstable by the day. So, in order to try and improve things where we would, we thought it necessary to bend the rules a touch. Running counter to us, however, is a thorn in our side. 2 thorns, in fact, each one revising the script from behind the scenes, and that called for making use of our dear Estelle's connection. Thorns? I believe you've already met them. Lecter Arundel and Kilika Ruin. Yes, we have. That must be the reason the Crossbell government doesn't know of any of this. Precisely. They're manipulating the flow of information. In Miss Ruin's case, she was once a receptionist for the Bracer Guild. Her insight is so keen that it borders on clairvoyance. Controlling information is simple for an emissary as talented as her. Yeah, that lines up with what we heard about her from the guild too.
She's been an ally up to now, but she'd be as scary as she is pretty if we had to go against her. As for Lecter Arundel, his full career history and background are unknown, but one thing is for certain. He belongs to a group known as the Iron Bloods.
The Iron Bloods? Car?
What is it with Erebonia and their love of iron? Let me guess, they report directly to the Blood and Iron Chancellor, don't they? Yes, they're hand-picked protégés, groomed by the Chancellor, to be more precise. They're each frighteningly competent, though at the same time quite different from one another. The noble faction has, without a doubt, been keeping a close watch on them. The Iron Bloods. We already considered Lecter dangerous enough as a member of their intelligence division. As if that weren't enough, we've also Eiyuu and the Red Constellation's presence in Crossbell to consider. Each has ties, to their respective major powers' government, so I wouldn't expect either to target the trade conference. That being said,
we've detected suspicious activity within each group since our arrival.
Und während die Red Constellation wahrscheinlich den Chancellor beschützt Eiyuu den Präsidenten Rocksmith oder so. Wahrscheinlich.
Perhaps the five of you would know something about that.
We do. Fair is fair. We'll fill you in on everything we know about that at the moment. That helps paint a clearer picture.
Yes, my concern for the most part lies with this so-called assassin Yin.
At the very least, I don't think you have to worry about him targeting the Chancellor or myself. This also corroborates what I know of the Red Constellation. They're dreadfully belligerent, even for a Jaeger Corps. I can't imagine they'd want to target me either. The way I refuse escort and protection must make me as fun as fishing in a barrel to them.
Maybe, maybe not. If anything, I think having the Major tag along would make a few of them come out to play. I could see him wanting to pick a fight for fun. Please, I'm only a single soldier. I couldn't entertain a few and hope to win. But regardless, the best we can do for the time being is prepare for the worst.
I must agree. Thank you, everyone. Your appraisal has been much appreciated. We will make certain to prepare accordingly on our end as well. Please, you don't need to thank us. The pleasure was all ours. The information you've provided us has been invaluable.
Yes, we couldn't be more grateful. Car!
Here's to a beautiful new partnership, Special Support Section. Das ist wieder diese Musik, die diesen Vibe von Silver Case hat. And to commemorate the occasion, I think this calls for hitting up Crossbill's famous nightlife. You can show your thanks by showing me around. What do you say, Randy, Wazy? I take it you know just the right places.
Oh ho! Now you're speaking my language.
Sure, I could take you to a few of my favorite spots. Then it's decided, my dear Müller, cancel my dinner plans and have...
Not on your life, you simpleton.
Don't forget, you're expected to attend the Arkansas performance with the rest of the dignitaries. I suppose you're right. Well, I did want to see Arkansas for myself at least once in my life. Don't worry, I think you'll still have a good time. That's right, it will be a show to remember, I'm sure. I've been rather looking forward to it myself. In the meantime, we will get in touch with you, should we run into any new developments. And next time I'll be sure to do it so directly, rather than relying on Zeke's services. Right, thank you.
Yeah, warn a guy next time you want to sick a pile of claws and feathers at him.
Jetzt ist es Nacht.
So, terrorists are taking aim at two of the dignitaries.
Damn, I knew there was a possibility, but to think it would actually happen. What in the hell are Arabonia and Calvert thinking?
Should be safe to assume they've got some sort of plan. We'd better inform Mayor Kreuz and the CGF too.
Right, I just leave that to you. Wie du inzwischen weißt, bedeutet Arkansas regenbogenfarbig. Ah, okay. Nee, eigentlich bedeutet Arc in Ciel nur Regenbogen. Arc ist der Bogen und en Ciel bedeutet im Himmel. Also ist es der Bogen im Himmel. Von Farbe steht da nichts. Es ist eigentlich nur der Regenbogen. Wenn ich da so mit meinen Kenntnissen das übersetzen würde. Weil Ciel ist ja der Himmel und Arc ist der Bogen. Das bedeutet, Arc en Ciel wäre der Bogen im Himmel und somit der Regenbogen. Oder? Sehe ich das falsch? Right, I'll just leave that to you. At any rate, I couldn't believe my ears when I heard that you boarded the asile. Normally, two world leaders requesting a direct audience with any of us would be unimaginable. I'm guessing the First Division has been keeping tabs on them then. It was pretty sudden for us too, you know. It's not our fault we're so popular. Ich hatte nicht diese schreckliche Sprache als Fach. Ich hatte Latein als Fach. Die Sprache, auf die die schreckliche Sprache beruht. Die Sprache, deren Namen nicht genannt werden darf. Die Volde-Sprache. Sudden or not, you still should have consulted your superiors before accepting the invitation. Expecting these kids to do things by the book was your first mistake. The messenger was out of the ordinary anyway. I think they handled it just fine. Man, though, those two weren't like any prince or princess I ever heard of. Especially that Olivert guy. He's got more than a few screws loose, by my count. He's still a prince, Randy. Show some respect. I'd say he was chipper, not to mention witty. Plus, I'd say he seemed pretty versed in the ways of the world. The major he had accompanying him seemed highly skilled himself. Not only that, Princess Claudia and Senior Captain Schwartz were just stunning. Carr, the princess was so refined and cordial. And the Senior Captain was the very picture of dignity, Carr. Und ihr habt keine Autogramme mitgenommen. She even had the grace to grant you that autograph for your sister, I gather. Also doch. How'd you know, Carr? Good grief, people. Oh, never mind. Even just confirming that we have hostiles on out there is a win in my book. It would be a smart idea to rearrange tomorrow's security assignments to account for this. Their most opportune moment to strike would be while the conference is in session. Yeah, the dignitaries are all scheduled to return to their home countries the following afternoon. If something's going to happen, it's bound to go down in the next 24 hours. The main session is scheduled to take place around noon, correct? Right, at 1 p.m. It's been held in the International Conference Room in the 35th floor of Orcus Tower. It will go all the way until evening, with one break scheduled in the middle. So all we need to do is protect our bigwig VIPs throughout the conference, yeah? Actually, we already plan to have a comprehensive security detail deployed inside Orcus Tower. The building itself has its own security protocols in places as well, so on-site safety shouldn't be an issue. Wurde da nicht gesagt, dass die Türen verschlossen wurden durch einen Hacker? War das Campanella, den wir vorhin schon gesehen haben? Hat der sich in den Tower eingehackt und die Leute da drin eingesperrt? On top of that, Arios is going to be stationed directly in the conference hall. He'll be representing the guild as a mediator, so that should indirectly bolster our security. That's good to know.
In that case, security is going to be most vulnerable before and after the conference. Car.
For instance, a sniper could make their move just as a dignitary exits the tower. That's been my concern, to be honest.
Hey, Lloyd.
Oh, it's the grumpy old guy. As undisciplined as ever, isn't she? Please excuse her. Kia, you remember Detective Dudley, don't you? Ja, sonst hätte sie ihn wohl kaum den grumpy old guy genannt.
Yep, hiya, Doodlas. Long time no see. How have you been?
First Division detectives are always in peak condition. Wait a second, what in the world did you just call me?
You don't like it? Well, how about Grandpa Dudley?
That's just calling me old again.
Easy now, Car.
Come on, put yourself in her shoes. You're practically ancient compared to her. So, Kia, what do you need from us?
Oh, right. There's a call waiting for you guys.
Tio, someone's calling us? That's odd. I don't recall hearing the phone ring.
Oh, not the normal phone. The one with the faces.
Oh, you mean the terminal. You've really gotten a handle on that thing, Kia. Is it Tio Tot then? She's called in the evening before, right?
Nope, it's some boy with freckles.
Jonah.
He's getting all huffy and puffy about something.
This is Jonah. Jonah Sacred.
Took you long enough. How about, how long were you planning to make me wait?
Sorry about that. Anyway, it's been a while. How are you
Yeah, save your small talk. I've got a super urgent favor to ask you. Can you guys go check my base?
Huh? Your base? Do you mean that room you were staying in? Den Raum mit der Pizza, wo ein Stück abgeschnitten, aber nicht gegessen wurde? Den Raum, wo die Pizza seit Monaten drin liegt und kein Stück gegessen wurde?
Yeah, the one with the control terminal 8, down in the Geofront's B sector. Der mit dem Stück Pizza, das nicht gegessen wurde. Some jerkwat's been using it for the last 2 days. Oh, they're gonna pay for this.
You mean it got hijacked?
How can you even tell, Car?
Hold the phone, Johnster. I don't remember your name being on the terminal either.
That's beside the point. Look, I put up some pretty beefy defense on the thing before I left. If it ever gets breached, it's set to notify me while I'm doing remote connection tests on the Orbital network. And guess what? It notified me about today. Notified me about today? A breach.
Schade um die Pizza. Außer die ist inzwischen schon selber aus dem Zimmer gelaufen. Die sieht wahrscheinlich immer noch frisch aus. So that's how. Das ist einfach eine Plastikpizza, so wie Leute einfach so einen Plastikkackhaufen irgendwo hinlegen. Ist das so als Scherz einfach eine Plastikpizza, die man da hingelegt hat, in der Hoffnung, irgendjemand beißt da rein. Und dann denkt er sich so,
du hast in diese Plastikpizza gebissen. Loser. Warum habe ich die überhaupt in mein Zuhause gelegt, wo nie jemand hinkommt?
In other words, someone managed to gain access to the terminal even with your beefy defenses. Do I have that right?
Exactly, they've gotta be a master hacker. Anyway, I need you guys to catch them. And get them in the heck away from my stuff. Von meiner Pizza ganz besonders. Ich hab nämlich noch vor, die nicht zu essen.
Man, what are we, his personal errand boys? Way I see it, the kid got a taste of his own medicine. But if he's right about this being the work of a master hacker, that's troublesome in its own right. Yeah, Ren's gone, and I strongly doubt it's Chief Roberts. We'll go investigate, so contact us later. Jetzt könnte uns Tio ja helfen.
Good. Make it snappy.
What, are you really gonna go check... What, you're really gonna go check it out? Yeah, just in case. I can't even do it myself if you guys would rather stay here and rest.
Come on, who do you think we are?
That's right, there's no telling who could be waiting there. It may be more than just a simple hacker.
We've got your back, Car.
Jetzt kommt ein stressiger Boss, dann mache ich den vielleicht beim nächsten Mal. Hold it. I'll tag along too. You will? Oh, and where's this change of heart coming from? I'm only doing this to cover all our bases before the trade conference. I can't overlook a deviant act like this. Time is of the essence. Let's move. Understood. Daduri. sounds like we are about to have ourselves a post-dinner workout. We'll just be going now, Chief. Be good, Kia.
Sure. Be careful out there.
Go get him, Go get him, guys.
Detective Dudley has joined the party. You can add him to the active party in the tactics menu. Ich speichere jetzt, glaube ich, an dieser Stelle. Und ich denke, dass ich jetzt gucke, ob wir irgendwen noch raiden können. Irgendjemand hat bei Kaffeekränzchen geschrieben. Julie. Böser Kater. Alkoholwerbung. Alkoholwerbung hat sie hier einfach geschrieben. Eigentlich wollte ich ja gerade nach jemandem gucken zum Raiden. Wer ist denn gerade so am Stream, den man raiden könnte? Ich raid einfach mal rüber zu Trips. Du fandest das Bild nice und passend irgendwie. Weil ich ein böser Kater bin. Wie geht das nochmal mit dem Raiden? Raid? Ja. Herr Trips. War das so richtig? Ist das so richtig? Herr unterstrich Trips. Ja, so. Dann schicke ich euch jetzt darüber. Und, wieso ist es jetzt verschwunden, meine Nachricht? Hallo? Kannst du bitte nicht einfach meine Nachricht löschen? So. Ich sag dann mal, das dauert jetzt eh noch 10 Sekunden, ne? Ich sag dann mal bis zum nächsten Stream, Leute. Tschüss.